Thank you, Muraki, for that sharing session. Now, I'm sure that all of us, the drone enthusiasts, would love to fly our drone for whatever the occasion is. So what happened when it crashed? So our next session is a sharing session by Vstream that will talk about drone insurance, what you can do to protect your drone and also your pocket in drone crash in every situation for every type of drone. So this will be recording by Mr. Saravanan on drone insurance, explaining on steps and also procedure that you can take while flying the drones. So ladies and gentlemen, our next sharing session is by Mr. Saravanan.
Thank you, Mr. Alif. Salam sejahtera and good afternoon, everyone. It's nice to be in this IGNITE DRZ event. And my name is Saravanan from Vstream Revolution. Today, I'm going to go in depth about drone insurance, how it can help you in your operation and also to protect your asset. Without further ado, let's jump into these slides. Okay, so here we are. So we started this first Malaysian online drone insurance store on 6 March 2021. Before that, we already started drone insurance, but officially as a website on March 2021. As you can see here, we cover all brands and all industries. So it starts with drone light shows, the drone MV operation, agriculture drone operation, mapping drone operation, inspection drones operation, recon and surveillance drones operation, delivery drone operation. We added in a new sector into it, photography and videography drones, mail and hail. Mail is medium altitude long endurance drones and hail is high altitude long endurance drones. From this, you can understand that we cover drones which is small and up to drones which is big. So that is all the things that we cover in our services as a drone insurance. Next. So when you land to drone insurance store, this is the first page that you come up to. You can see our tagline saying, start flying today with a peace of mind. Now, this is the ecosystem that we want to build for all the drone operations in Malaysia. So you can get all the details about the public liability insurance, all risk insurance, and the other services they will provide. And on the top right, you can see a word called get quote. So if you get into that, you will be asked to register, download a form, fill that up and send to us. We will give you the quotations. Now, why do we ask you to register? Because when you get insurance coverage from us, we will upload the policy to you in this website so that when you are at the operation site where you need to read through what is your policy cover, you can do that. Okay, move on. Okay, we're going to run a short video. You can see this video where a phantom drone is tested against a dummy. So you can see the impact that the phantom drone can do into a dummy. So if that can cause a big damage to any humans or any persons that is at the site of operation. So now we're going to show you another video. This video is a compilation of drone crashes. So as you can see here, this is a big drone and it get tangled with the cable and then it deep into the water. So this is a mishap. Now this is another good one. So here you can see a different scenario of a crash where there is 2 drones in operation and you will be seeing one drone emerging. Now this is going to be crashing to the other drone. Boom. Then what happens? The battery got loosened and it is falling from the sky. And you're going to see a near miss to the person who is resting there. So this is serious matters. And we're going to see more of it. Okay, here it's doing an inspection, but he never noticed that there's a power line and a cable there. I'm sure some of the operators have faced this kind of issues where the drone crashed. Now this one you see is a perfect flight and then it's going to land. So you are at the finishing of your operation. Everything went well, perfect. And suddenly, for some reason, this happened. This is heartbreaking for the pilot. Now here, there's another scenario of the video, the drone hitting a tree and falling down. Like this, there are many incidents of crash that happens during your operation. Next. Now, I want to touch a bit on the regulatories that is coming up with. So recently, CM has released their draft of the CAD. And when I tracked through it, in one of the line of the permit application, there is also a requirement they're asking about drone insurance. Next. So I'm going to just zoom that up to explain to you. So if you look at this, it says a confirmation that appropriate insured cover will be in place before the US operation. So it is already there, and in future you're going to have this coming up. This is focusing on public liability insurance. Next. Okay, so what do we cover? What do we have? We have public liability insurance, we have hull insurance, and we also have other services. So whenever you are getting a public liability or a hull insurance from us, we are asked to do an assessment by the insurance providers on your application. So we will be assessing the pilot and also the drone. What do we assess? The pilot, we will look at his competency, how much he understands about the operation of drone in terms of maneuverability, safe flying, and also the rules and regulation in Malaysia. In terms of the drone, we will physically look at the drone to see whether it is airworthiness, fit to fly. Besides this, we also understand there are people who is having issues on trying to get permits from Japan or CM or also even SIRIM. So we also provide such services to help them to get all these permits. Next. Now let's look at this. Has this happened to you? A crash. When a drone crash, what happens to you? You become stressed. It's a financial impact, unable to complete your task, job assigned, loss of potential business. So all this accumulates to problems. So this is where we are to solve public liability and third-party coverage. Next. So if a drone crash onto a public asset, you have this police case, lawsuit, stop orders, and bad reputation to your company. But if you have a drone insurance coverage, you can always make ways to pay back the claim and settle it in a very, very harmonious manner so that everyone is covered and you can go ahead with your operation. Even when you're starting an operation, you producing that you have a public liability coverage to the customer builds the confidence of the customer, and they will always come back to you when they know that you follow all the rules, regulations, and you take care of the operation in terms of your operation and also the site where you're operating. Next. So hull insurance. Everyone, companies who invest onto the drone, it becomes an asset to the company. So what happens if that asset that you have invested on crashed, or it has to have a repair cost, or it becomes total loss, or it has been stolen, forcefully entered and stolen. So here where our all-risk hull insurance coverage helps you to get claims for all these incidents. The drone crash can have by mishandling or technical errors. We have ways to find out what happens, and then we go through the claim process. Next. Okay, how does the flow actually work? So we have insurance packages where you go, you download the form, you fill up the form, and then we do the assessment, then we will give you the coverage. It's a very straightforward process. Next. Okay, so in order for us to reach out to the public and also the people who's operating the drone, so we have two types of things that we have done. We have strategic partnership with drone distributors in Malaysia. So we have a very good partnership with Drones Kaki. We also have partnership with Polar Drone. We have partnership with Drone Kajang. We also have partnership with the Pro Drones. We have partnership with Drone My, and also with L3 Toys. So you see the last 4 companies or 5 companies are most focusing on DJI drones, whereby L3 is a company who's focusing on other brands of drones, especially Autel. We also cover Autel as well. Now, Hobby Gang is a company where they are selling DIY drones or other drones, we also look into that. We also cover them on public liabilities and so on. In terms of our customers that we have provided drone insurance and quotations, we have Aerodyne, Aeronerve, Alpha Shift, Terra Drone, Dronology. We have a lot of companies within the drone ecosystem that is our customers. And we also have industry players like MRCB, ProLintas, and so on, who have initiated the drone insurance requirements. Having said this, over the years, we have also helped our drone players who participate in tenders, and they require to do a proof of concept. And in the tender requirement for the proof of concept, they have to provide insurance. So we have helped numerous companies we have provided them drone insurance for them to do the POC. So our drone insurance packages are yearly. Nevertheless, we also have short-term coverage. For example, if you have an operation that is out of your comfort and you want to make sure that for that you want to cover your drone and so on, you can do that. We have that short-term and also long-term. We also provide drone insurance for specific tender POCs. Besides that, the good news is we started in Malaysia and now we are in the verge of expanding. We are expanding to Singapore, Thailand, Indonesia, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and Philippines, and Brunei. So we have all these regions that we are expanding our drone insurance. So if any of our partners who have projects in these regions, you can reach out to us and we can provide the drone insurance for them. Next. Okay, so here we are at the last session. You can scan this QR code for you to get in touch with us, and we can provide you all the assistance on if you just want to call up and ask, okay, I have this drone, how do I cover it? How does public liability work? How does all risk work? What is the difference? Can I have both or should I have only one? And let's say you're preparing for your next year budget, you want to put drone insurance into it, you can always call us. Okay, so we are open to serve you and to make sure that your skies are safe. And with that note, I would like to say, start flying drones with a peace of mind, and stay tuned for more of the events that is coming up with this Ignite DRZ event. And thank you.
So thank you, Mr. Saravanan. That was a wonderful sharing session. We hope that now we can fly with peace, knowing that there is such a thing, such as drone insurance. So next, it would be a video presentation by Optimum 3D Technovision, conducted by Mr. Melvin